Good morning, afternoon and evening, my crazies. My name's Angela, I'm the Crazy Poppy Lady, and welcome back to this week's Whips, Bits and Chat. It's 138. Whoa. Come on, let's go and see what I've got for you today. Right, so let's jump straight in this week with the boring stuff, the normal stuff, the stuff that I do every week. Well, the first bit is, of course, the video roundup. So this week I had a little bit of fun. I actually popped out a couple of shorts. One was of Liam playing in the snow, or at least exploring the snow in the garden, and I had said that I would take him out and do a video, but by the time it was ready for us to go out, he went, forget it, and decided he wasn't having any of that. So we didn't go anywhere, and then the following day it had all iced over, because here in the UK the temperature overnight is, in my area anyway, anywhere between -4 and -7 degrees. I'll try and put the Fahrenheit in there. Yeah, so very cold. So yeah, Liam's like, I don't even want to go out to Tiddle. I just need to train him to use the toilet and then I'll be happy. Luckily we've had no accidents or anything in the house. He still goes out, but he's now choosing to only go out when he's desperate. Okay, the next one out was another Poptastic short. And that was him devouring one of the doors on his Christmas calendar. Now, I am cheeky. This one was from last year. He's been looking for his calendar, but as he's realised, none of us have got one because we're on diets. We're being healthy. And the chocolate's rubbish. He's not got one either. But it's okay. Christmas Day, he's got plenty to fatten him up. Right, the next video out was a book review. And it was Simple Chic Crochet by Susan Ritchie and Kerry somebody or other. Sorry, where we gone? Yep, oh no, not Kerry, sorry, Karen Miller. It's a really cute little book. Some of you did enjoy looking at that one, all 24 of you. Okay, the next video up, if you haven't made it, the link is up here. Don't blame me if you miss it, it's your own fault. I am being a complete cowbag. Just click the button and come back to this video in a bit. Have you done it yet? Have you? It's for the 1.9 subscriber giveaway, and the giveaway is really cool. It's not pattern related. That's right, you heard me. I'm not coughing up a winner only pattern or a pattern from the Ravelry shop. It is something super duper cool. So make sure you definitely check that video out. I don't want any of my normal crazies missing out on it, or any of my new crazies, or any crazies that have only just found the channel. Make sure you subscribe and you follow all the rules that are in the description box in that video. The next video that went out was, of course, the Fun Day Die Day premiere, and it was number 13. Now, do I show you the yarn now, or do you pop over and see how I created these colourways? I'm showing you. You know me, I can't help myself. Okay, and the last one, yep, that's all right, I dyed 6 up this time round. So there's, oh, there's 4, 5 and 6. Can I do it? Yep. So there we go. That's the ones I dyed up this week. To find out what the names of them are, pop over to the video that of course is linked up here, where you will get to see how I made it and what the names were, and you can also read along with the live chat, because that's in the video as well. And a cheeky extra video that went out this week was Happy Mail, and it was from our cheeky Sarah Moo. otherwise known as a Crafty Moo Sarah. Sorry girl, you know me, I'm rubbish at remembering names and you've been here for so long. I just call you Sarah now, don't I? Oh, moo. Right, now what else have I been up to this week? Well, I've been hooking up a storm going round and round and round and paying not a lot of attention to this project. But this is the one I've been doing, which of course is the door draft excluder, which needed to be 87, 88, 86, so around the 80 something mark anyway. It was around them three numbers. It needed to be that long so that it would go nicely along our patio doors, because we've got two large glass panes that slide, so, and they're not the bifolds, we're not that posh. And we couldn't fit them in the house, in the wall anyway. So yeah, we got these ones that fold like they used to have in the 1980s. But yeah, we love them. But the problem is they're new, but they've got a draft coming underneath. And so we're like, my husband set me to task on making this draft excluder, and I set them to task in going upstairs and going through their wardrobe and finding me all the holy clothes. Now, they've got their favourite clothes, and them tie rags have hidden their favourite clothes. They've refused to put them through the wash because they know as soon as I find something with a hole in, it's getting stuffed into this draft excluder. Now, I managed to crochet out all of it, but what I've done is I've done it in two sections to make it easier to stuff, and it means then that the ends are solid and there's nothing at the ends for Liam to get his hands on, or his teeth on I should say, or his paws. So it started off with one, hold on, the first one, okay, which is this long, nice and long there. Okay, so that's the first one. It's that long, and I've pretty much stuffed that with old t-shirts. And what I ended up doing was I'd cut a couple into bits and pieces and squares and bits and shoved them in, but it looked too untidy. It wasn't neat when it was stuffed, and there was no way I could wiggle it around like I would with normal stuffing. Like say when I'm stuffing an amigurumi, I shove it in and then I'll wiggle it around until it sits nice and neat. This didn't, so I took them out. I swore and cursed a little bit. The air turned blue. And I started again, and then I thought, right, do you know what, I'm going to attempt to make t-shirt yarn. Never done it, but I know the rough principle. You cut it in strips and then you yank, and it worked. Okay, they weren't regimented strips because all I was doing was wrapping them around my hand and creating a donut. I can actually do this. Here it is. These are the donuts I was creating. Okay, and then once I got to the thickness I liked, I got hold of this bad boy. It's that bad, and just stuck it in. Okay, so now this one's got to the point where I can now just stuff the second one and then join them. I was hoping to have it done, but this one's been sitting on the floor covering half of the door, and this one's been sitting on the side waiting for old clothes. And as I said, family still haven't coughed up the old clothes, so I've given up hunting them down. And what I'm doing is I'm going through my linen cupboard, as some people call it, or the laundry cupboard. But basically where I hide all my old tatty towels, like bath towels and hand towels and anything like that. And what I've decided to do is I've got them all clean. They're all clean, they've all been laundered, and I'm rolling them. Okay, I'm just rolling them up, and I'm going to end up with two that are rolled together, and then I'm going to place that in this side, but I've got a feeling that I'm probably going to need 4 bath towels to fill this side, solely because it is so long. But at least it's going to look neat and tidy, and fingers crossed I'll have it done for next week, and it'll be a bit warmer here in the UK, so I won't feel so guilty about taking it away from the door. But yeah, so this is how it's looking now. So there's the first half. Okay, let's just wear it as a snake. And the second half was to there, so they would be the same, but of course it needed to have something in the middle, because it needed more rounds. So that, once stuffed, will be the full length of my snake. Right, which I'm pretty chuffed about, and the fact that I'd finished it. And I was just getting to the edge of it when my husband said, "Do you know what, darling? I've bought you something for Christmas. I think you should have it early." So he hands me a box, and I get to open said box, and he said, "Well, to be honest, I saw what you were doing there, and I think it's a brilliant idea. I want one for me for like my computer room." He goes, "But that method's going to take too long. It'll be summer before you finish it. So I've got this, and the pair of us can have some fun." He brought me a little mini Centro. This is the 22 needle version. So he's brought me that, right? And then, because he's a gadget boy, he brought a drill. Well, actually he didn't. He gave me his drill at the garage, and I'm there holding it because he brought one of these gadgetry things as well. Now, these are Brill. You can get them off of Etsy, and also from other retail places like eBay and stuff. And they sit over the top. You push it in and it sits over the top, and this bit here goes into the drill bit like that, and then you just push the button and it goes round and round and round. It's brilliant. Right, so of course I'm using the big drill, and I'm there, and my hand feels like it's falling off, and of course his hands aren't working at the moment yet because he's just had his operation on one of them, and the other one's getting there. Okay, so there he is. He's like, "I wanted to have some fun, but," and I'm saying to him that the vibrations and the drill are a little bit too heavy for you at the moment. So he brought one of them. So then I'm sitting there, and I've made a double length sock. Okay, this is 200 grams of Aran weight yarn. So I literally just did the whole ball of 100 grams on one length of sock. And then I did another one that was 100, and what I did was I folded one inside out and one I left the same way, and then I tucked it inside and sewed the two and joined the two ends together. Now one end I've already sewn shut, as you can see, hopefully there we go. So that one's sewn shut. So I'm hoping that by doubling it up, it means then that you're not going to see whatever I stuff through it as easily as what you can with the other one. Not only that, it means I hopefully need a little bit less stuffing, but as you can see, it's really long, and to be honest, I would happily wear it as a scarf now. It just needs a couple of bum-bums. Oh, mad moment me, eh? So I'm thinking that by the time I've done his office one, and one for in here because it needs it as well. This is the coldest room in the house because I can't crawl under the table to turn the heater on or the radiator. So this room's not getting heated at all at the moment. It's all right. I'm still warm. This is quite nice actually and thick, and I've got thermal leggings on as well. So I'm all right. I'm warm while I'm recording. But if you notice my jaw going, you'll know it's time for me to leave and come back later. And my thought is, if I've got enough time, I know I've got enough older yarn that I've got no real interest in using, that's under the table, that I picked up for an absolute steal right back when I started the channel. If I can find the videos, I'll put links up there if I've got the room. If not, description box. So I know I've got a load of that. So my thought is to actually sit here probably for the rest of this week coming and just make lots and lots of tubes, and then go around and hand them out to the older generations close by that I hope know my luck. They've probably already got draft excluders, but if they haven't, then here you go, here's a draft excluder and happy Christmas, because hey, it's got to be better than coughing up the cash to heat the internet. No, not doing it. let's share some joy. Now for a little cheeky reminder, if you didn't catch last week's Whips, Bits and Chat, you won't know, but you will now by the time I finish this bit. I love confusing everybody. Right, okay, at the moment I am running a 20% off all patterns with the discount code It's Christmas, all in capital letters, all squished together, no apostrophes, no full stops. Okay, now this is valid from the from now, basically, or last week or whenever it was, is valid until the 31st of this month at 23:59 GMT. Okay, it's one use per customer, and you can use the discount code over on Ravelry. So if there is a pattern that you've been looking at thinking, I wouldn't mind getting my hands on it, it's going to be a lot cheaper at the moment for you to grab it now, as the 20% discount doesn't come around all the time. Okay, but with over 27 patterns there now, there's something there that I hope you will like the look of. Liam, up, up, come on, up you come, you know you want a biscuit. Up. He hasn't done it for a little while, remember? Come on, Liam. Up. He don't want to show off today. You'll understand why in a minute. Come on, Liam. Up. Up. Happy Christmas from a Christmas pudding puppy. Liam, say Happy Christmas to everybody. Happy Christmas to you. Happy Christmas, give me bone. Happy Christmas, I love you. Happy Christmas, give me another bone. Happy Christmas to you. Happy Christmas, everybody. From us at the crazy house. He's only still here because I'm feeding him biscuits. Do you want another one? Right, that is it for me for today. Have an absolutely lovely week, and if you get to see families, of course, have lots of fun, lots of giggles, and if it's safe to do so, lots of hugs. Right, we are going to head off now. We will see you all really soon. So please remember, stay chilled, stay happy, and keep grafting. Yeah, right, can I have your bone now? Outtakes. Good morning, afternoon and evening, my crazies. My name's Angela. I'm the Paisy? What's that all about? Right, so now for other things I've been up to this week. Well, of course, I've been crocheting up a storm. As I showed you last week, I was making this cheeky, oh, I've forgotten what it's called again. Liam, up. Come on, you can do it. Just because it's not your box. Oh, really? You're telling me you don't want to show him your Christmas costume? I'll try again. That's it for me and Liam for today. So have an absolutely lovely holiday week, fortnight. And right, that is it for me and Liam and the rest of the crazies. Have an absolutely lovely holiday if I don't get to see you before. And Liam. He's not happy. Right, that is it from me and Liam and the rest of the crazies in this house. Would you try and lick my ear hole? Have an absolutely lovely, oh,